Hey there, it's Bootzone here. This is Henry, another one. Found him today in a skip. He's missing his wheel covers, he has a hose, he doesn't have a filter, but he had a bag. His cord was cut. I've managed to get the end of it out and just attach it temporarily to an old Dyson cord. Just have a look here while we're in. HVR200. Whoops. 230 volts. 1100 max, 850. Somebody might know when that was made. There's a code there, 0134033942. Double insulated symbol, British standard symbol, BAB approved symbol. Taunton, Chard, England, TA20, Taunton, and CE mark. Now, Henry switches on the side, which makes him quite an old Henry by my reckoning. And a blanking plate here. I'm expecting a load of snots to blow out because he had a lot of plaster dust, if it works. Almost too easy. Henry, you are working. Why were you in a skip? Why did I have to come to your rescue? I don't know, Owen. Why? Why did you rescue me from my dusty grave? It smells a bit, needs a new filter. Wheel covers, probably not going to get them. Let's just test it again for suckage. Without a filter, he is absolutely fine. I've not seen one like this before. The Henry I use in the garage, let's go inside and have a look where it's quieter. So the Henry that I use has this red writing. He's quite an old Henry, this one. This one was made in Chard, as was this one. Same thing, HVR200. Max 1100, so it's pretty much the same thing. Different serial number on it, but this one has, instead of a blanking plate, it has a power outlet for a power sweeper head and the on-off switch. That one's turned on for some reason, it must be plugged out. But yeah, that one's the same as this one, and they're both quite old, I guess, but this one looks a lot cleaner. Now, what to do? I'm gonna have to get a new piece of flex for it because this won't go in there. New flex, and what else? I might buy a whole kit for this one and do it up. The one I did just there, well, I did it yesterday, but whenever it appears in the videos, I don't know, didn't have a handle. So I could just take the handle off this one, put it on the other one, and use this as a spares machine, but I'd rather fix what I can. I think a handle is not really an issue with these things. Right, Henry. Henry? There must be about 4 Henrys down in the cellar. I can't get rid of them, but I like fixing them. What to do? So I was going to end the video there, but then I thought that's a mug's game when the cable is working. So let's see what we can do. 4 screws, hopefully. Oh, there we go. That seemed to do it. A bit dusty. Yeah. Lift out the carousel. Set this aside. Over there. Yikes. So we got to remember this thing. So it should just be a matter of taking this carousel apart. Now we put that on there, and don't forget it. 3 screws, excellent. Some modern Henrys have Torx screws. They're not as easy to deal with because I don't have a Torx long reach electric screwdriver fitting, mainly. Okay. pull this one out. Let's make it a bit longer. The stripped cables, that is. What would you say about there? Why would a Henry like this have wound up on the dustbin? Maybe the cord was damaged? It was on a building site. Maybe they thought it was rubbish using it. They had a bag in it, a genuine pneumatic bag, but no filter. So maybe they thought it was just blowing dust all around the place, because if you're using it to pick up fine plaster dust, Henry's good for that. Live on that side, neutral there. Oh, it even says it, L&N, I can see it. Reminds me of the old supermarkets. Once upon a time. The L&N. Oh, come on. What's he talking about? Just talking guff about supermarkets. He should be fixing that vacuum cleaner. Oh, come on. Why is he fumbling? Hey, hasn't he done this before? Shouldn't he do it this week already? What is he talking about at all? Used to be 2 L&Ns in Kilkenny. Used to be one up in Carrickmacross or somewhere, I think. Carrickmacross or Castle Blaney, if I recall. Now, give that a twist, just to get those in out of the way. That in there, round and out, over. There's arrows, in case you can't see. Arrow there, showing you where the cable has to lie. And on around, and out like that. And that's it, and this cable can bite the dust and line up these holes somehow. No. Easier sit. Oh, I can see it there. Okay. But then Super Value came and took them over. Maybe not in all cases. That was the end of the L&N. Was it Super Value or was it something else? Can't remember. Now, give this a wipe. Let's put it back together. It's just dust. There's no need to clean this at all, really. Just for my own satisfaction. You know, it's the difference between someone's doing a good job and someone isn't. If you're ever installing a bathtub or something like that, some lads will throw their cigarette butts and boxes in underneath the bathtub, and before they put the side on it, they'll throw in the newspaper, the Daily Star, or whatever it is they read, and you know, close the door, put the cover on the bath, and then it's gone. All your sins are wiped away, just like the Catholic Church with their system of confession. But we know what's in there, because the homeowner doesn't. Do the best job you're able to do. Maybe that is the best job they're able to do. It's a shame there's a bit of paint on there, but oh dear. There's emulsion by the looks of it. Thought it'd come off easier than that. There we go. Henry's must be the best vacuum cleaner of all. I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay, Henry's. Let's give this a wipe while we're in here. I don't think I've wiped this yet. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you're cleaning vacuum cleaners, one thing is for sure. The minute you turn it on, it's going to get dirty again. But up here, in this part of it, It's not quite so true because this isn't an airflow area. So everything around the motor is, but up here is not. So give that a wipe out. Tidy it up a bit. And then if I'm ever back in here again doing a job, maybe it'll be ever so slightly more pleasant. It's not particularly bad, this one. It's heavy. It's also easier to wipe out some of these bits and the tops off on this one. On some Henrys, you see the switch goes, and some the high-low goes. In this case, it was a power cord. Well, if it was a power cord, I don't know, but why it was thrown out, but it seems to have been. I've seen some with motors that were like completely burnt out. I saw James once with a burnt out motor, which suggests to me, if you apply this logic, because there's always a different failure, it suggests that they're kind of designed very well. You know, if it was a single point of failure, like it always broke with the switch, say, then I'd think, man, they're rubbish. They couldn't just put a good switch on them. But it's almost like that's not true, and that they've kind of designed them to be as good as they can be within the limits of the parts that you can get. So sometimes it'll be a switch and sometimes it'll be something else, and I guess that depends a lot on the user as well. Now this one, interesting from my point of view, the voltage suppression thing is in here, not voltage, the radio interference suppressor. There's a little capacitor and resistor down there between live and neutral, and on the one I was doing last week or this week earlier, that was fitted in the carousel, not down there. I just thought that was just a little bit of interestingness. For whatever reason, on a more modern one, they put the voltage suppression up there. Oh. Even though it was, well, it was a high-low board one, but I don't think that should make any difference. Okay, clean enough for me. Much cleaner than it was. They're really well thought out. The carousel rides on little wheels. It's kind of neat. Okay, carousel, here you are. So that goes there, and the power cable goes there. And then line up all of these slots and bring this bit here back over. Now, does it have a top and a bottom? I don't know if the last time did. Maybe it does. Can't really tell actually. It doesn't really want to click in on top. That's it, okay. Flip it over again. Hopefully these screws should just drive in. Now let's plug it in one more time, just check that it works. If we're on, we're off. Little wipe. This bit here will always get dusty again because there's no. No, actually, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It'll have the filter in its way, so it shouldn't get dusty. Of course, it will. It'll get anything that goes through the filter. So this will get dusty again. So I'm not going to get into all the corners this time. Good enough start, and then let's check the operation. Whoops, now it's got this clip on it, and I think I could remove that somehow. by twisting it and opening it like that. There we go. You can see that. It just has this click in it there. So you just have to, I twisted it like that, but you could try and pop it another way. There we go. Dyson, Henry, Numatic. A bit more dust in here. I'll clean that out off video. Questions or comments, leave them below. Keeping another old Henry on the road. Thanks for watching. See you later. So let's just take a quick look at the old flex. It's 2 times 1 millimeter squared. Come on. So if you want to replace that, just get 2 times 1 square mil and get a bit of black flex or white flex or whatever you want. 2 core, just bung it in. You could even make it a bit longer. Bob's your uncle, you don't need to get a pre-made one. You just stick a plug in the end. Cool.